going on YouTube? It's your boy Just Play Jay, back with another video for you guys. And I'm going to do a segment on how to set up AetherSx2 for the, I guess I'm going to do it on the Razer Edge. As you can see, I recently just got one, and I'll talk about it in a later video. But I've heard requests from my subscribers or from people in the comments on doing a tutorial on how to set up AetherSx2. Of course, there's other videos out there, but I'm sure I can do just as well too, as far as like showing you guys how to at least get it set up for the first time if you guys have never done it before, or I guess just a refresher or something like that on how to set it up. So that's what I'm doing this video for, and I'm going to actually do it on the Razer Edge because I just bought it, and I'm now actually just setting it up for the first time. So hopefully you guys will get something out of this, and I might do a little bit of gameplay. I'm just hoping that my SD card works properly on this, because there are rumors out there. Well, it's actually not even a rumor, but I've heard that, or I've read that that currently this Razer Edge does not support. It only formats SD cards up to 4 gigabytes, or micro SD cards up to 4 gigabytes. So I may or may not be able to play God of War on here unless it's through internal storage. But I do have other ROMs on this drive, and yeah. So hopefully we can do a little bit of gameplay and just show you a little bit of performance on this thing here. So let's just get started real quick. Let me set up my ROMs here real quick, or set up my SD card real quick. Hopefully it works. So basically, I did download some over 4 gig ROMs on this SD card. I'm hoping it's able to read it. So we'll see. We'll see if it does. And I'm actually going to go into my files real quick. And for those that don't have it, I'm gonna, or for at least an app that I would recommend to use to at least view your files is, you can either go into your files section if you have one on your Android gaming device, or what I would like to showcase is File Manager Plus. You can also get this on the Google Play Store. Just look for File Manager Plus. It's definitely useful for like transferring files and just seeing how much storage you have, and like whatever drives you have connected, whether it's your micro SD card, or if you have like a USB drive on a USB-C hub or something like that, dock or whatever. It gives you information, plus it's easy to transfer your files. It's very seamless, and I love this thing here. So as you can see, my SD card shows that I have 124 gigs. And let's see, hopefully it captures the PS2 ROMs that I have on here. Oh, so it does. Okay, so here's a neat little trick for you guys. Hopefully, if you got, like I mentioned earlier, it only captures like the micro SD, or this Razer Edge only mainly supports FAT32 micro SD cards, or if you're formatting the empty micro SD card for the first time on the Razer Edge, it only formats up to 4 gigs. So if you're trying to download like God of War 2 or anything like that, you'll never get that chance, because right now I don't think they even provided an update for the eXFAT for the Razer Edge. For any Razer Edge owners out there, it doesn't do that. So if you have an Android phone that does, I would recommend downloading or formatting your files using your micro SD card on your Android phone first, and format it through there before you actually put it in here on your Razer Edge, because from what I'm seeing here, it looks like it picked up the files perfectly. So that just means you may not be able to add or add any more over 4 gig files on here if you decide to do so. But I did it for the sake of this video, just to show you how to set up the AetherSx2 emulator. So without further ado, let me get started. So, and then you gotta swipe a couple of times. It took me a while to figure out how to get to the back button on here. Otherwise, I can use these buttons here just to do it, but I'm lazy, so I just use a touch screen. So let me get to the AetherSx2 emulator. Oh, and before you do, so here's what I suggest before you get started. You need to make sure that you have your PS2 BIOS files prepared, whatever PS2 ROMs that you're going to use to play on the AetherSx2. And again, just like many others, I cannot give you that information, but again, Google's your friend as far as just looking for those ROMs. So the internet, I mean, anywhere you look, you just type it in, PS2 ROMs, or I'll say, I'll give you a quick spoiler, PS2 ROMs archive, then you'll find what you're looking for, I guarantee it. So, but I'm not supposed to let you know, where to go to actually get it in, but Google is your friend, and just those keywords I just gave you, you'll definitely find your ROMs. So, moving along. Oh, and I almost forgot. You need to have WinRAR or RAR. You can also get this from the Google Play Store. So if you actually do download like any type of zip files, or for your PS2 BIOS or your your ROMs, and it comes in like a 7-zip or a zip format, this is what I would highly recommend to use. It's worked wonders for me, and it's never failed. So definitely get this RAR off of the Play Store. So okay, I'll look for this AetherSx2. Did I download it? I know I did. I know I did. Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Hold on, guys. Oh, hey, it's right here the first time. Okay, so AetherSx2. So you're getting started for the first time. There's no games in supported formats found. So basically, these are what AetherSx2 will accept. So you can use .bin or ISO files, which is the main one, or you can use it in .chd format, or .cso, which is compressed ISO, or gzip compressed ISO. So basically, the compressed ones will save you a lot of memory or a lot of usage on your SD card. So if you're doing an compressed format, then it's not too hard to look for those as well too. But what we're going to use for this video is the .bin.iso format, which is the disk image version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a game directory. So what you do is you just tap on this button here, you select your game directory, and then I'm going to look for my micro SD card. So you click on wherever you're looking for it at, you just click on these here, and then I'm gonna go to my disk, and then I'm going to where I have my ROMs at, so it'll be my PS2. So I'm gonna use this folder. So allow AetherSx2 to access the files. Yes, you select allow, and now it's scanning all those games. I was a little concerned that I wasn't able to do this, but surprisingly, it picked up on all these over 4 gig games. So I'm actually satisfied about that, okay, which is cool. Okay, that's good to know. All right, but you're not done yet. So basically, what you want to do is you want to continue to, I don't know why it just took me straight here. Okay, so let me try and see if I can start a game here. Let me try Devil May Cry here. Okay, so it says I'm missing BIOS image. Okay, so do I wish to locate and import a BIOS image? Yes, I do. Okay, so for the moment, I do not have any PS2 BIOS, so I need to search for my BIOS. And I hope I downloaded it. Did I? Let me see if I downloaded some PS2 BIOS in here. Huh. Okay, I did not. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back in the next clip. And we're back. Okay, so I forgot to download the BIOS, so what good am I if I don't have everything prepared? So that's my bad. So while I was offline, I just downloaded the PS2 BIOS, so I'm gonna just start up a game here, or just go into my initial setups here. So let's see. Okay, well, I'll just do this. So again, I'm gonna start up a BIOS here. And then I actually save it to my internal, and then I'm just going to go into my little download section, go into my PS2 BIOS, and I have different variations. So I downloaded the Euro versions of the BIOS because what I have in my my micro SD card are PAL ROMs, and those are the ones that run at 50 hertz. And so you're going to get a little bit more performance out of those compared if you have a low-end device like the T618 chips or whatever. So if you have anything like an Odin Lite or like an Odin Pro or anything that has at least like a Snapdragon 845 Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 chip or anything like that, or processor, those should run fairly well. Not perfect, but at least you'll get better performance out of those with at least that minimum of the Snapdragon 845. So this Razer Edge is it contains like a Snapdragon G3X Gen 1 processor, so it's pretty much the equivalent of the Snapdragon 888 Plus. So this one should run fairly well on this device here. So I'm gonna just choose one of these BIOS here. So that's imported. And so you can kind of see that, yeah, that I'm pretty much good to go. So I can just go ahead and select the game, and I'll do that real quick. But for some reason, app settings. So app settings, okay. So these are basically your general settings. So I'll go over this real quick before I even start setting up. Let's see. If you have it, okay, so I don't know, like let's run the setup wizard. Okay, here we go. This is where I need to go to. So this is how I can give you a straightforward thing here. So just like I had mentioned, you just need at least a Snapdragon 845 equivalent. So if you have anything less than that, then you just need to kind of put it on like better, like faster settings. And then it just pretty much tells you, like, it just gives you all the answers you have here. So if you actually go to your frequently asked questions, like you just run the setup wizard and you just go through all these, these questions here as far as BIOS and all that stuff. It'll tell you just pretty much how to do certain things. So if you want to improve performance, it recommends you use the Vulkan renderer. If you like, especially if you have like a T618 device, which runs on a Mali GPU chip, and then it says for some Mali devices, enabling through presentation and advanced settings can significantly improve performance. And then underclocking the GPU. So basically, it tells you everything here. And then also says reducing blending accuracy, all that stuff. So it pretty much, like I said, I can go over all this stuff here real quick. So this is the next part of the setup wizard here. So for me, I'm going to keep it on optimal safe defaults because I do have a high-end device. But if you have, like, say, a Retro Pocket 3 Plus or a Retro Pocket Flip, or maybe the recently released Retro Pocket 2S, then you want to put on fast unsafe defaults. So that's what you would put it on for your device. And then this section, of course, you have to import your BIOS. So I ended up, of course, download the PS2 BIOS off the internet. Again, I can't tell you guys where to go to download those. You actually have to go in there yourself, and again, just type in PS2 BIOS and a whole bunch of links will pop up really well, like primarily the first two, and you should get your answer like right there. And then I just select my BIOS, of course, imported, and then I already added my game directory. So basically, you just go in here and then you just add your folder, and then after you're done, it shows you're complete, and that's where you come up with this wonderful list. And so basically, just as I mentioned here, you just want to kind of skip everything on here unless you want to kind of change the, if you want to do like your frames per second, if you want to like show like the performance overall of your game, you can just select all these things. I'll just show like FPS because I'm not one to just kind of like show the FPS. And here, like I said, I have a high-end device, and this is where you actually, depending on what type of game that you have, you would want to change the underclocking on here. And if you look at my previous videos, I have a video out on how to set up do the performance settings for certain games. So if you want to check out that video, be sure to look on check out that video for performance settings for those games like Jak 2 and like Ratchet & Clank, God of War 2. Those work fairly well too. And then here, you know, if you wanted to you can actually select this for sizable speed boost. And then, of course, you enable your frame limit. Again, just watch my other video on that. It's very helpful. So, and then this is your graphics backend. So for right now, I'm still keeping it on OpenGL. I know I can run on Vulkan, but OpenGL is the default for these high-end devices. So everything's just automatically set up for me. But yeah, again, just watch my video and it'll give you a nice overall detail of how I set up for certain games. Some games will run without any type of changes, like Kingdom Hearts or Kingdom Hearts 2. But for those God of Wars or like the Ratchet and Clanks or Jack and Daxter games, you actually want to tweak the settings a little bit. So, and then for your controller settings, you just kind of map it. Oops. Let me go back in here. I'm still trying to get used to this Razer. So I just need to bind my controller. So, you just have to bind your controllers based on, utilizing like a PS2 controller. So I'm just doing my bindings right now. I'll do this real quick. Oops. Triangle there, circle here. Circle across. And square. Okay, I gotta figure out my select and start buttons. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna use these M1 and M2 as my select and starts. That's gonna be fun. That's fun. Okay. R2. I gotta say, guys, this Razer Kishi Pro is really something. And I think they recently just released these on Amazon. I think you can buy it for like 129 bucks. But this is actually a nice control. I like the D-pad on it. It's actually pretty functional. So I actually kind of like it. It's very clicky. I like the clickiness of it. I feel like some other people have complained about it, but I'm a fan. So anyway, that you have the controller set up. Oh, and then since you don't need the touchscreen now, so you can just kind of like just say none just to get the touchscreen on display on when you're playing your games. And let's try a game out. I'm just gonna try. Let's see. We'll try God of War 2 like we normally do. So let's give it a try. This is my first time trying this, and you can see the frames per second on here. A little blurry, but it's like it's up and down. It's like 49.9, 50 at the 50 hertz rate. So it's like off and on. Okay, let me turn this up. I've heard some complaints about like the bezels being too enclosed like this. You know what? It doesn't bother me at all. As long as I can see the game, I'm totally fine. It doesn't matter to me. I can actually just see the game just fine. So it's not a deal breaker for me. And again, I bought this at a great price from a third party seller because I guess they just want to get rid of it for some reason. But I mean, I jumped at the chance to actually get it for a good deal. I ended up paying like 250 bucks for this, and I'm not mad at it. It's actually a good price for the performance, the price and performance ratio that you're getting. I thought I got a pretty good deal, so I actually saved myself 150 bucks. So I'm not complaining at all. And so I guess for you guys, I'm just gonna do this because I'm not a fan of the smallness. I mean, I need like a wider screen. So if you want to change your screen, you just want to go into, click on this eye icon here. If you can see it on my camera, it's a little blurry, but for those, if you have AetherSx2, you just click on this eye icon to, at least, change the game settings only, but not the overall settings. If you click on the cogwheel, that changes the settings for every game that you're playing. But if you just want to do it for a specific game, you just click on this white circle with the eye in the middle, which is the eye icon or whatever. That's what you go to for that. And then what you would do is you would go to your graphics settings, and then what you want to do is just go into widescreen. So if I do widescreen, it's going to do a widescreen for me. So it looks a little better now. So, and then maybe I could take it up a notch and I can actually probably fill the whole doggone screen. So let's see how good it looks if I do the whole fill screen thing. It might look a little overly stretched, but we'll see. We'll see if this actually works. So if I actually stretch the screen on here, let's see. So if you, instead of widescreen, we'll just do fill the screen. Oh, that looks massive. I mean, it looks a little ugly, but it does fill the whole screen. So I could play like this for you guys and see if this works. Now let's do widescreen. I'm not feeling it right now. Okay. Let's go back into widescreen again. Okay, widescreen it is. And yep, we're good. All right, click on new game. By defeating Ares, Kratos, the once mortal warrior. Now I have this on 1x resolution, so it should run fairly well. And it's staying at a constant 50 frames per second, which is actually pretty good. So. Mm-hmm. Now I apologize. You have to kind of see the storyline because I didn't have any save states. But I'm actually surprised I'm able to do this on a micro SD card. So for those that do own a Razer and are complaining a little bit about like playing like high end games like the over 4 gig games like God of War 2, I may have found a little answer for you guys. You all have to just make sure you download your games first, or actually format it on another Android phone. If you have an Android phone or whatever, just format it on that, and then download your games through your phone first, and then take out the SD card and just put it in this Razer Edge. It works perfectly for me. I'm shocked. And then for those who are interested in buying a Razer Edge in the future, just let me know what games you want me to emulate or to play with for certain systems, and just leave me a comment below just to let me know what type of games you want me to emulate, and I'll try to play those games so you can kind of see the performance on those games too. Again, I just bought this. This is me actually using it for the first time. Haven't done a review on it yet, which I will do in a later video, and I'll just give you my overall opinion on what I like about it and what I dislike about it. But so far, I like it. I'm a fan. So, I wanted the Pimax Portal, but the Pimax Portal is just so expensive right now. And even when I look online from a third-party seller, they're selling it way higher than you see when you get it on Amazon. So, this was the next best thing for me. And I know that the Odin 2 just got released, so I'm actually not going to get one till like sometime next year because I think so many people's hands have been on it, and I think it's practically like sold out. Oh wow! Oh, I didn't. Oh, I didn't set up my controls. Uh-oh. Let me go back to my controls, guys. I didn't set it up. That's on me. I didn't set up my analog sticks. Okay, I got to do some movement because I was like, why am I not moving? Here we go. Let's do this. Oops. You know, I really like these analog sticks on this Razer Edge. It's actually pretty cool. Okay. I think that's it. I think I have all the controls set up for my device here. So let's do some movement. Oh wow, this is clean. This is clean. Oh, did I just the pause button too? Oh, forgive me, guys. I was not expecting this. What did I buy my buttons as? Okay, so I did square. Oh, select button is supposed to be. It should be M1. Oh, there is no. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do this. So I'll do select button as these three dots here. Okay, let's do select button. And start will be here. Okay. All right. Because I guess this M1 and M2 button, I guess it messes up everything. So let's continue. Oh, this is smooth, guys. I could probably bump this up to 2x, but okay, there's a little bit of slowdown, but that's all right. Ooh, nice. Let's do an L2. That's clean. Okay. Well, we know that works. So let me do a save here. I'm gonna save this one, and we're gonna try another game. Okay. Just because I love you guys so much. Okay. Um, let's try. Okay, I'm gonna do a little Ratchet and Clank. Okay, let me quickly do a widescreen. So I'm gonna do a widescreen. Just do a 16:9 resolution. So okay, don't need anything here. What's the aspect ratio? Let's do widescreen. There we go. And let me I'm gonna do something crazy too. Let's bump it up to 2x resolution. All right, so you go to upscale multiplier. This is where you upscale your thing. So right now it's the global setting. Global setting is like 1x resolution, but I'm gonna try 2x, which is native, but I think it should be fine. Okay, I press start, new game. Okay, it's unformatted. Nah, I don't need to format. We're just gonna continue anyway because I can do a save state. That's just who I am. Okay, looks pretty smooth, guys, so far. Okay, let me skip past this. We want to see some gameplay. So okay, let me skip past this. Again, I did a video on at least how to adjust the settings for Ratchet and Clank in one of my previous videos, and I did on the RG505. So look for that video. I'll probably put a link in the description below so you can actually go to it. But this is just like a beginner's tutorial on how to set it up. Oh wow, this is really good. 2x. Wow, this is a cool. I like this device. Yeah, people just talking. I mean, I think people's main complaints about this is that it just. Oh, this is beautiful. Yep, smooth as butter. Clean. Just a hop, skip, and a jump, but that's all right. Okay. I feel like I just have to hit every box. Oh, you can even hear the music. Let me crank this up a little bit more. I want y'all to hear it. Ooh, my bad. Wait, let me see if I. Wait, let me turn off the noise canceling. There we go. Now you can hear me. I really like the sound of this Razer Edge. It's actually pretty cool. You can kind of hear like the speakers come out on the sides of the tablet, but through these controllers, there's like these little holes, and that's where the sound amplifies through. It's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
You can interrupt help-desk messages by pressing the triangle. To disable help-desk messages, please select options from the pause menu.
Okay, that's enough of that one. Let me save this state here. Okay, I can come back to it in a future video. So again, like I said, if you want to see me try out some other games like Metal Gear Solid or like any other games that you want me to emulate on this device, then let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I appreciate it. I just want to help my community grow and all that stuff and whatnot. I mean, I enjoy doing this stuff. I'm not trying to be like the best reviewer out there. I'm just being real with what I do. So I'm just who I am. I mean, of course, I'm Just Play Jay. So, and yeah, so I appreciate it. I appreciate all those that have, followed me from the beginning. So, and I like to, at least grow my community so I can do future videos and all that stuff and at least get a little bit of notification. But like I said, I'm not trying to be totally famous. I mean, I just do it just because I enjoy playing video games as a hobby. So, and I appreciate the love. So I'm gonna try one more game. Let's see. What game should I try? Should I try Tekken 5, Urban Reign, Shadow of the Colossus? Nah. We know that's gonna work. So, what do you think? What do you think? I guess so. Why not? I'll do a little bit of Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, I'm not gonna get to the first guy or whatever, but I just want to show you guys how well this thing runs, how smooth it is, and then again, I'm gonna do the wide screen on this one. Okay, and there we are. So, and again, people, like I said, people complain about the bezels on this thing. As long as I can see the game and, the quality of the graphics, and as long as the controls work, which has zero latency right now, I mean, it's great. So that's all that matters to me. I don't care about the bezels and, the surrounding stuff like everybody else does. I mean, as long as you can play the game and you can see it in front of you and your eyes are not hurting and whatnot, like those RG Nanos or whatever it is, you're totally fine. So I'm just keeping it real. I mean, let that be for whoever. I mean, everybody just pretty much wants a borderless screen, so you may as well, if you want that, you may as well get a projector or something. So I don't know. I'm just talking randomly right now, but I mean, not hating on anybody that, talks about bezels and all that stuff. I mean, who cares? The whole point is to actually just play the game and just the quality of the gameplay. So that's all that matters. Man, these speakers are fire. And I have this at 1x resolution, so okay, let's move forward. Gotta love these speakers. Yeah, I plan on doing like an emulation showcase on like all the games, like the higher, like the Wii and the GameCube and PSP and all that stuff. So be on the lookout for those type of videos, because I don't see that a lot on YouTube. So I'm gonna be one of the first to actually do it. So because everybody's looking out for the newer devices and stuff like that, but this one's a gem. Unfortunately, it is $400, but it's definitely worth it. At least if you can find a good deal on eBay or like Mercari or something like that, or offer up, whoever's selling it. Okay, let's move forward. I just need to do some movement. Okay. Now this is cool. Look at that. Now I have this at 1x resolution. Let me see if I can bump it up to 2x. Let's see if it makes any difference. But you can see how clean this is. It's very fluid. Wow, very impressive. Like, I love this thing already. I'm glad I made the right purchase. Like, I'm definitely gonna have fun with this. Like, I like it better than my Odin Light, you know? Because this is such a powerful device. And again, people may complain about this being a phone attached to a controller, but again, this is not really a phone, because a lot of things you can't, I mean, I've never seen a phone with two speakers on opposite sides before. So that makes it alone, like, this is a small, very small tablet, just attached to a controller, and I think it's very awesome. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So let me just bump it up to 2x resolution. And let's see if it makes any difference at all. Does it slow it down? Let's see, 2x native resolution. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Okay, there's a little bit, just a little bit, a very minuscule bit of slowdown, but I mean, wow. I mean, I know I'm looking at it in real time, but just, I know if y'all, my screen doesn't do it a lot of justice, but I'm looking at it in real time, and my horse is running away from me, so I have to chase him. But this is pretty darn impressive. Come on, horse, don't leave me like this. Come on. Oh, wow, let's do this. Let's find this Colossus. Where's the Colossus at? Okay, Colossus is right there. So I gotta take my horse there. Oops. Come on. That is beautiful. At 2x resolution, like, it's barely slowing down. Like, it's very smooth. Wow. You know, and the funny thing is, I don't play this game as much. I mean, but the way these graphics look, it just makes me want to play more. Oops. Okay, so right there. And again, I'm gonna talk about these speakers. It just makes you feel like you're part of the game. That is so cool. Okay. Quality, okay. I mean, just listen to that sound. Wow. I mean, you know, at first I was actually reluctant to get this thing, but when I saw it on the market, I just jumped on it again. I'm happy I made my purchase. So, again, I'm not going to get to the Colossus because that takes a little bit more time, and I know I've taken up at least 30 plus minutes of you guys' time. But again, if you want me to, you know, showcase, like, if there's certain games that you want me to emulate on here or try out for the PS2 or whatever, again, let me know in the comments below. I will definitely be looking forward to doing those. I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys. Let me get out of this thing here real quick. But that pretty much just wraps it up for my startup guide for, you know, utilizing AetherSx2 and just doing a quick, you know, setup guide for you guys, or a quick setup video for you guys with a little bit of gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you can, please give this video a like, thumbs up or whatever. Just turn on your notification bell for like future videos. And I'm gonna be doing like a initial review of this Razer Edge with some gameplay, and then again, whatever you guys want me to play, I'll be sure to play those too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.